Wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
No problem, dude, really.
I wanted to ask you if we could go back to the beginning and how did this band become a reality?
Oh man. So we go back to 2022, 2021 actually, because as a matter of fact, it was a New Year's Eve party.
Oh, wow.
I met there a guy who played bass, and we thought that we'd, get a hold of each other later on. And we just started, jamming and playing some Metallica and Gojira covers. Um, I think it was in March 2022 when I met you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so Daria joined as the second guitar. And after some time, we were like, we need to find a drummer and really commit to it, right? I am not quite sure how long it took us.
It took us a pretty long time because we had
Yes.
problems with finding a drummer who would play the things that interested us the most.
Mm,
Um,
Yeah,
so yeah,
like if you know Gojira, that's like the
sure.
main inspiration. You know that Mario's drum parts are hard. They are
Oh,
really
yeah.
right.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, so we needed someone who, like, first of all, would actually be able to play them in time, and someone who would understand what was actually going on there, right? And I think there was one guy that
yeah,
came
that's
to our
right.
rehearsal, but we didn't necessarily, feel the vibe there,
Hmm.
as it happens. Um,
He was a pretty cool guy. It was just
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't vibing with us. So we had to look forward to the next meeting, which was a rehearsal with Wojtek.
I mean, it's a little deeper than that, actually.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So how we met Wojtek was that, there are groups on Facebook where you can find musicians in your town, etc.
Sure.
And I think that Wojtek shared a post in there that he was looking for someone to play with. And we checked out his stuff on YouTube because he posted a lot of covers. And we found there, pretty much everything that we played. Like
Wow.
everything. And and we were like,
I was in complete shock, and I just knew from the moment I laid eyes on Wojtek and I heard his drumming that he's gonna be the one. And we tried to contact him, which wasn't really easy because he had some blocks on Facebook and we couldn't really message him.
Mm.
So we
can see
had
him
to,
blushing
yeah.
right now.
And we had to actually write some comments
Yeah.
under his covers on YouTube to get a hold of him somehow.
Yeah, but we saw all the covers, all the Gojira stuff and Decapitated because
Yeah.
that's our
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And we were like, this guy has got to play with us. Like, really. And one thing led to another, and here we are. Uh Wojtek, you wanna say something? Like how you met us and stuff?
Yeah, so it was really stressful for me because I am the youngest one in our band. So when I get there to our rehearsal room, I was really stressed because it was my second time doing some rehearsals. First time was really bad. I and it was not with guys with you guys, but I always played on my own, so it was only me and some backing tracks.
Sure.
And I met some people with instruments in front of me, looking at me and judging my playing. It was quite stressful, but I'm here. I met my really good friends, and we make some really good music. And I think that's all.
And absolutely, that's why we're here to celebrate an amazing album. I
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
ask you, the first thing that really struck with me is the lyrics are so great on this album. It really takes you in. I wanted to ask you, what are your inspirations when you write?
Oh, so the lyrics are actually mine. And it's quite a long journey, to be honest, because um, I started writing some poems and it was really silly, but I started writing poems when I was a kid, and I was drawing a lot as well, and it just continued, and it like elongated through my work in Size of Death. So yeah, that's really it. My inspirations, I've always watched a lot of nature documentaries,
Mhm.
like BBC and stuff, National Geographic, when I was a kid. So I was introduced to this natural world of ours, and I think it's very important. And I am a bioengineer, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think our connection to the earth is really important. So a lot of inspiration comes from my point of seeing us in this world. Um, and to be honest, I really like post-apocalyptic movies and series. So it really inspires me too, because I just like to dip into um, human psychology when it comes to really stressful situations, and what would be what us would be like if we were stripped of all the technology, of all the stuff that's keeping us intact right now.
And I think that goes right into the title because I think basically we'd all go back to times of old where the strongest survive.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I just think it was a lot of my own reflection of on my life, on my story behind it, and yeah, I think the most, if it comes to the lyrics itself, the most important is Atmosphere of Fear. If you remember it, it's like the third track on this album.
Mhm.
Um, and it was really emotional, and it was really personal as well when it comes to the lyrics. So yeah.
And my favorite track on the album is The Mischief God. I wanted to ask if you could all speak on that track.
Oh yeah, sure. So the Mischief God is actually it's technically the second song ever wrote by me. Um, Technically it's the first because the first song has never made onto the album. So we could say that the Mischief God is actually the first thing
Yeah.
that we played ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's really interesting structurally. I am not a composer strictly. It was all Mateusz here and Wojtek. So if you look onto the structural part of the song, it's really interesting. It has really cool different parts that are um, mainly like brutal riffs that you have in the beginning, and it follows into some kind of more melodic verses.
yeah, so I remember writing that, and I remember like that was the first song that I kind of wanted to make Size of Death sound like that, but I
Mhm.
still didn't know how. And like by the way, I think that if you listen to the entire album, you can kind of hear that every song has its particular vibe, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
As if we were still looking for the appropriate style for us. And I think the Mischief God is a pretty good example of that because there's a little bit of everything going on there, right? Like, as Daria said, there are some fierce parts going on, there are some slower melodies in there. Mm, there's a solo as well that isn't very typical for us, at least right now. Yeah, so like there's a little bit of everything. This is the first song that we've ever played together that was actually written by us. Wojtek, do you want to add something about your drums there?
Yeah, so it's my favorite track too, because I have some really technical drum stuff here. I really like this feel, which is after this calm moment, you have
Mhm.
a breakdown, and before the breakdown, you have that massive drum fill. I think it's really, really cool.
The funny story about this drum fill is that you came up with it when we were actually recording the official tracks, right?
Yes,
It was
because
like done on the spot.
yes, because before we set up all the microphones and stuff around my drum kit, we we don't really know that didn't really know that this feel will be there. I
Mhm.
just I just I just thought, okay, that's some empty place. I can put something in here and just play that, and it works really good, in my opinion.
And that's how great moments happen. It's going off a fly a lot of times. I always tell people, always to record. I record everything I think. If I think of a new idea or something, I right away put it to something because I'm afraid I'll never find it again.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's true.
Sure.
That's true. When it comes to the Mischief God, I just wanted to say that it was the first lyrics for me as well that I ever put into a song for Sight of Death. So yeah, it was really our first song, from the start to the end.
And Morality, I wanted to ask about that track as well. It's another one that I truly loved when I heard it.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I think that for us, the Mischief God and Morality are the most maybe underrated ones,
Yeah,
for want of a better word. But yeah, yeah. I mean, what what I personally like about Morality, I think that it's very fun to play. Mm, I don't like maybe. I mean, I can't say that I don't like it. I think it's a pretty good song. I'm not like, I think I've written better. Uh, but certainly that's one of the coolest tracks to play live for me.
Hmm.
All the guitar parts in there are, quite interesting. There are some sketchy moments like the solo that, well, maybe that's not the most technical solo ever, but it took me, quite a while to nail it, to be able to play
Sure.
it live.
Sure. And I think a lot of things that are sometimes missed in guitar is sometimes the least amount you do is the most you can do. Um,
yeah,
I view as a lead as a song within a song. It's something that bridges the lyrics, timing together and makes it whole.
yeah, I agree.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what's the next step for you? What can fans look for next? Are there tracks that didn't make the album?
Oh man, so well, I I think it's pretty hard for us right now to say what's gonna happen in the future because there's so much going on right now that we just find it hard to get it around our heads, like
Yeah, a lot of things are just new to us because uh, I haven't played in a band ever. Is my first band, and for Mateusz and from Wojtek, it's the same.
Mhm.
So there's really a lot of new stuff to learn in regards to promotion, to all the stuff that you have to do when you release an album. Because yeah, I also did the graphic part of our CDs. So it was really a long journey for me to learn everything, like technical stuff, to just be able to print it and
Sure.
get it to work. So yeah, um,
So, playing is all fun and stuff, but the moment you release the album, like there are so many different things that you have to take
Sure.
into consideration, right? There's promotion, there's money that you have to put in. Um, there's a lot of different things going on.
yeah, and also when you really care about the album and you want it to go out and to just have some impact on people, you just need to spend a lot of time to really get it out there, because this is the most difficult part when it
Sure.
comes to music nowadays. It's getting to people, because now there's a lot of music, there's a lot of bands, and there's maybe some overproduction. So it's really hard to have this impact on people and just, make the music that people will remember and they will feel something. So that's the most difficult part.
Yeah, so I will add one thing because because we have drifted a little bit off the topic here actually.
Yeah.
Like if we were to talk like strictly about the plan, well, I can say that we have, well, at least half of the new album done when it comes to compositions. We still need lyrics and everything, but it's going somewhere and it's going somewhere good. Um, but there are also plans for the future to certainly play more shows. We've been also considering getting our own lights on the stage. It is a pretty pricey thing to get and to set
Sure.
up everything, but it really makes a difference. And yeah, I guess
Yeah, we have
that's our
some,
plan for now.
yeah, we just would like to make the stage look more presentable, maybe look more unique, more like eye-catching. So that's what we
Yeah,
would like to do. But
inspire people more with
yeah,
what we play live to
yeah,
to really feel the impact,
because like I said before, there are lots of shows, lots of bands, so it's really hard sometimes to be that unique. Yeah. So
Well,
that
I think you've definitely proven that you stick it out because a guy from Ohio is talking to you now.
You 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 got a point there. Yeah, yeah.
So the
is the
word is getting out, my friends. I wanted to ask you about the material that you're working on currently. Does it have the same feel as this album?
Wouldn't necessarily say so. Mm, if I was to choose some tracks that are the most similar to
Mhm.
the new stuff, I would say that The Evolution and Ancestor's Call are like the closest songs to our new style.
But I would say that there's some kind of morality there as well, because there are some really, really brutal riffs that are really heavy, and I would say that they are much heavier, much more brutal than,
I would certainly say that they are more mature as well.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I think that the evolution has shown us what we are capable of, and we know that we can push it even further right now. And that's what I've been doing with the new compositions. I know that Wojtek on drums will do a lot of work there too as well. Mm, because the new material, it will certainly be more well, it'll be harder to play for sure,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be more catchy as well, I think, and more modern.
Maybe, yeah, I would say so too. But I think it's really mature. It's like, yeah, I would say mature is a good word for this album that's coming.
Yeah, I mean that the maturity comes from the coherence between the
Sure.
songs, because as I said before, the Evolution has like every song on the Evolution has a little bit of its own vibe to it, maybe different influences at some point. But the newer album for me is going to be, as I said, more mature and cohesive.
It's like you're listening to one really long story,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's something like that, more like that, because the Evolution is like Mateusz said, it's more like every song has its own vibe, and I think it's okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah,
I think
I wouldn't say it's bad.
I'd say it's pretty cool for the first album to like show or all your influences maybe to kind of introduce ourselves to people,
Yeah.
but certainly with the newer material we will hit a little harder, you know.
And getting back to album, I wanted to ask you who is responsible for the album artwork?
Yeah, it's me. It's me too.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
We are very
amazing work.
DIY in general.
Yeah, we try to be as much as DIY as we can. So, yeah, I did the artwork, and everything in our CD is also done by me. So every page of the booklet is done by me. I try to capture the vibe of the song, and I try to also capture the vibe of the lyrics because I wrote it, so it was easier for me to actually like connect the art that I want to do
Sure.
with the lyrics, and yeah, I think it is quite good. I'm really proud of how it went. It was a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of being on the verge of tears, to be honest, sometimes, because it was new to me, and
Sure.
how to do booklets, and how to make all of this stuff in a way that the printing firm, I don't know, printing
Printing company, like,
company, yeah, printing company would accept, because there are a lot of really technical stuff to it. So yeah, it was hard for me, but yeah, I think it's quite okay. I did good, I guess.
Absolutely.
so I will just add that when me, Wojtek, and the rest of the band, when we saw all the graphics, all the pictures that were gonna be on the album, we were like, baffled because they were so freaking good.
Yeah.
I remember when RCD came to us, and I saw all of this inside. I was like, man, that looks even freaking better.
Heck yeah. And I want
I
to ask you about the CD. What is the best way to get a hold of a physical copy and any merchandise that you have?
You can tell.
Um,
You can
I
you
mean,
you can contact us directly,
I guess, yeah.
through Facebook, through Instagram, or you can also buy the CDs on Bandcamp.
Yeah, so like, direct messages and Bandcamp is the
It's
best way, I
it's like the
guess.
best way, I guess. Also during the shows, but of course we play in Poland, so it would be impossible for someone from different countries. So it's only like I said, direct messages and Bandcamp, and I think that's it for now.
Yeah, that's something that we've been actually working on. Like that's one of the
Mhm.
stuff we mentioned before that, when you release an album, there's so much going on. Like there's, you have to sell it somehow. Like that's one of the hard things to learn, right? So
And
we set out Bandcamp and currently working on how to get it out to people the best way possible.
so eventually, like you'll have a website set up where people can go to directly to you.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be ideal, yeah. We also are working on our merch connected with the evolution. So I also did the graphics for the merch. So I hope it will be done soon, like in 2 weeks maybe.
That's great. And lastly, my friends, I wanted to ask you if you each could give a message to your fans, I want to give each of you the floor to do so.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Well, I would say certainly thank you for
Yeah.
supporting us and listening to our music. Like it means the world to us that you're actually interested in a band that's, significantly smaller than others out there. Um,
Thank you for all the kind words.
oh yeah.
Thank you for the support because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to make this music and we wouldn't have the motivation to. So I hope that our music makes you feel something, something that awakens some really deep emotions
Mhm.
and can also remember our songs. I hope that it has an impact on you because that's really important. And I hope that you find our music unique enough to come back to it and listen one more time. Yeah, that's the summary of it that we would like
Yeah,
to say.
that sounds pretty good.
And I wanted to take a moment to thank you for creating an album that I enjoyed from top to bottom. I look forward to what lies ahead for you guys because I feel that you're hitting on a lot of great points. Lyrically very strong, musically very solid, and I see nothing but great things ahead of you. I look forward to
Thank you
hearing them.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was really a pleasure to talk to you, especially because you are from so far away, and the internet made it possible for us to just talk like normal people.
Yes.
So yeah, I really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I was like, a guy from Ohio wants to talk to us. Like, hell yeah.
I'm just glad I had the opportunity to hear your music. It really took to me right away when I heard the album, and I wanted to reach out right away.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
Appreciate
your
it.
time, and for giving us support. Yeah.
Well, thank you, my friends, and you enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. And your grill. Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
man.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.